Okay, yeah. So this is the game between Rising Star Lu Miaoyi and Grandmaster Branko here. Like I said, Grandmaster Branko, he was the Yugoslavian champion 4 times, and was rated over 2650 and change at one point. So one of the top players in the world. And yeah, he's facing 12-year-old Lu Miaoyi, who has been well, kind of tearing up the chess scene recently. Um, One of my favorite players to watch her games. As you may know, those little icons right here, that just means it's a book move. There's actually not that many book moves in this one. We end up playing the Sicilian defense here, just trying to control the center of the board, develop pieces nicely. But this, again, this is just a book opening so far. In fact, the computer tells me I've played this variation over 2,800 times. Um, well, chess.com tells me this. Go ahead, Sabrina.
When did Lu Miaoyi start?
When did she start playing? That's something I should know. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, if you get a chance, maybe check it out. It's something I
Or your
will look
dad?
up, but I imagine she probably started when she was 5 or 6, pretty young, I would guess. But I don't know that question. Sorry. Larry, go ahead.
Um, what does a book mean?
Book means basically, that's a great question. A move that the top players in the world play in tournaments. So like it's a grandmaster move basically that's been played many times, and people just know that that's the strongest move essentially. So a lot of times grandmasters will memorize these moves that are just part of the book. That's the strongest move because you've studied it. Okay, so yeah, Lu Miaoyi playing the white pieces, and right now we're just developing. This is pretty interesting. It almost looks like Lu Miaoyi is going to go for the Yugoslav attack. That's where you like start pushing your pawns up and go after the king side over there. But that's not what happens here. I just think it would be interesting because, well, you, Branko is the Yugoslavian champion, and if she uses a Yugoslav attack against him, that would just be kind of cool. But that's not what happens here. Not exactly. She is doing a similar attack here. And everything looks pretty good for Banco here. Other than Lu Miaoyi seems to have more space, doesn't she? She's just got a little more room than he does. He's a bit cramped, and it doesn't look like he's going to be castling, which that seems a bit dangerous. And everything seems relatively quiet, just kind of positional play here. Um, and yeah, the fact that the king, black king can't castle, that's pretty interesting. Um, so actually, there was a move back here. Oh yeah, so um, kind of a crazy move here, but actually the best move for Branko here would have been to put his queen there. We're like, wait a second, you can take it. No, you can't because the pawn is absolutely pinned, but you're also threatening checkmate. Just putting a lot of pressure on white, but instead, Branko doesn't put any pressure really on white and ends up kind of weakening his position. Now Lu Miaoyi's got these connected rooks here, which can be very powerful. And yeah, the Grandmaster actually blunders here. This knight move really weakens his position, and it's hard to exactly see what's wrong. But Lu Miaoyi does see it, and she goes right after it. She finds the strongest move here, and yeah, this is just not healthy. You can't trade rooks and have that other rook replaced and coming down there. So he has to like pacify his rook. That rook's just kind of out of the game now. And you see, that's actually the best move. That's what that star means. It's the best move in the position. But it matters very little because actually already this game is coming apart for black. Um, so yeah, so now attacks the queen. This is definitely the strongest move here. And it seems like a sacrifice of the pawn because they've got two attackers and we've only got the one defender. But Lu Miaoyi's got that other rook that she gets into the game. She'll reverse it to the other side, and this is just deadly. The queen, should get out of the way, I suppose, and that is the best move. But now, what do you do about this? This is so dangerous. It's a big mess here. The knight's got to go back, and yeah, black's pieces are all tied up back here. This is really terrible for black. And actually, Lu Miaoyi goes ahead and sacrifices the queen here because she sees a brilliant move here, which is pretty tough to see. Um, let's let's see. Can anybody guess this move? I would like. What do you think Lu Miaoyi plays in this position? So the bishop just captured the pawn. You're playing for white, and she finds this incredibly crushing move. How about Michael? Why don't you go, Michael?
I think she's trying to get a smothered mate, but
No,
I'm guessing.
no, it's not a smothered mate. Okay.
I just had a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, can you go to the move before?
Absolutely, that's what we're doing. Yep. So where are we at here for the?
Wait, whose turn was? But wait. So it was white. It was Lu Miaoyi's turn.
It's Lu Miaoyi's turn here because the knight just moved to e8 there.
So basically, if it was black's turn, then the queen could have just captured the rook.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so the knight was in the way though, right? So the knight was there, so the queen couldn't capture. It was check, and they used the knight to block, and now the queen is threatening the rook. That's true. But Lu Miaoyi goes ahead and captures the queen, goes for the queen trade, because actually she has a fantastic, mind-blowing move, just awesome move. She plays this here, and you can't take that pawn. It looks like you can, like the knight can take the pawn. No, it's an absolute pin to the king. You cannot take that pawn. And what happens if you play bishop takes pawn? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with the bishop taking the pawn? It's not pinned or anything. Why is that a problem? Do you have any idea? Why can't we take the pawn, Michael?
Bishop to c5.
Bishop to c5 leads to checkmate. Yeah, if you take that pawn, bishop c5 check, the bishop has to come back. Bishop takes bishop is checkmate once again because the knight is absolutely pinned. So just an amazing move there by this young, 12-year-old prodigy. Just the depth that she sees.
It shouldn't be Grandmaster Champion Branko. It should be Grandmaster Lu Miaoyi.
It will be. It will be Grandmaster Lu Miaoyi. You mark my words. I'm telling you, she will be a Grandmaster. She's just, yeah, she's good. Okay. So this was just an incredible move. There's just, yeah, you can't take it. It's not super easy to see that, but yeah, so they have to move the pawn to give their king some breathing room. And yeah, that Lu Miaoyi is like, it was just a pawn, so I'll get a bishop for it. And she just simplifies her position now. You know, she has the advantage. She's up 2, and she realizes she can get an extra pawn here through some more simplification. So trading the bishop for the knight, trading the rooks, and now she gets an extra pawn. She's up 3 points now. She's up a full knight here. Or, you know, and really not much for the Grandmaster to do. So he actually resigns in this position. Now, I mean, it looks like this game could have went on for a bit, but I think he realized that he had a serious contender on the other side of the board and he wasn't going to get away with it. So usually when you're down this much in high-level play, they do resign, although I would recommend just to go ahead and fight on. But yeah, so this is one of Lu Miaoyi's fantastic games from the summer, actually. And I have a bunch more of her games. I've covered 2 more of her games on my YouTube channel, Chess for Anyone, so you might check that out. But yeah, thanks for watching that game.